Hello Virgo, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of February 2022. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome and I invite you to subscribe. I do these readings each and every month and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my brand new pink tarot deck. This is a deck I bought for myself for Christmas. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Virgo, with a intuitive life coaching oracle card. And yes, I do have a brand new setup. I decided to try something different with the angle of the camera. I am trying to really just do my best as far as creating better videos. And I wanted to do this because not only is it something visually interesting for me, but it's also, I think, a different way to bring in kind of a new and different energy. So I'm sure you all will let me know what you think when all is said and done. But yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. We do have a brand new setup. And who knows, it may even change again next month. But this is where we are now. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get right into your reading. I see some pretty fantastic cards that are showing up for you. What do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2022? All right, Virgo, looks like February is going to be a pretty kick butt month for you from what I'm seeing here. The thing is you have to make sure that you are paying attention to all the details and that you are in control of the things that you can control. Now, I know, being a Virgo myself, that sometimes we are very particular about details, especially as it relates to our money, but sometimes we can also not check in with something as much as we need to, and that's the energy I'm picking up from this Emperor card here. I don't know why, that just kind of jumped out at me, and so I thought I would mention it. But let's go ahead and start with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, ooh, this is good news coming in as it relates to work. This is I'm getting a yes. There's something that you're waiting to hear back on for it to be a yes, Virgo. So the answer will be yes, and you will probably hear that within the first week of February. Something money related, something work related, something career related, something business related, something investment related, depending on where, what aspect of this you are inquiring about. I talked about the Emperor. Next we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very emotional card. I really like him because he is someone who is sensitive to the needs of others, but not at the expense of himself. And I feel like you have a really good handle on that, Virgo. Excuse me. But the King of Cups also talks about using your emotions to your advantage. So, money and emotions really kind of go hand in hand. But in this case, our emotions really protect us. They protect us from doing something crazy. They protect us from unnecessary loss. And they also allow us to be open-minded when we do have a new opportunity to grow our money. And that's what I'm feeling is what's coming up right now. Next, we have the Fool card. Now, this is a really fun card, Virgo. You're going to have I'm feeling like this is more of a scattered energy. Now, that's not necessarily bad because as a multifaceted entrepreneur myself, I understand how easy it is to kind of want to do all the things all the time. But Virgo, that actually could work out to your advantage as we move into February, because you're going to have the opportunity to tap into a lot of different things, and all of them have the potential to be very profitable. The thing is the Strength card talks about you're going to have to be consistent with them all, right? So don't start something and then expect it to take off, but then you drop the ball a week or a month later, right? So it's one of those things where we have to be consistent and we have to be diligent, and the word disciplined is coming through as well. Finally, we have the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands is a communication card. Looks like people around you are not going to understand why you do what you do, or they're just going to plain disagree with you. That's okay, Virgo. Let them disagree. They don't need to understand why we're doing the things we do or how we do the things we do, especially as it relates to our money and our finances. So if you do have some tense conversations, it's okay. Doesn't look like it's going to affect you either way. As a matter of fact, looks like it's going to give you more fuel and maybe even make you more lucky when you don't necessarily get caught up in the opinions and the ideas of other people. So let's see what else is showing up for Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2022. All right, Virgo, so as we move throughout the month, it looks like it's going to still just, it looks like it's just it keeps getting better. The Magician, one of my favorite cards. This is the card of alchemy. It's also a very resourceful card, meaning you have everything you need to create exactly the result that you desire, whether that be a certain amount of money, whether that be recognition, maybe an advancement in your career. You don't have to go outside of where you are. You just have to get more creative about how you're going to use the things that you have access to. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's the lucky card. It's the card of unexpected good luck. Virgo, you will be in the right place at the right time as we move into the second week of February. So, the only thing I can say to help push that along is to show up when you have an opportunity to show up, and also keep moving, keep going forward. I'm feeling the word the bus. I don't know, that's probably going to mean something to somebody, but the bus. I have no idea what that means, and that doesn't even mean anything to me. But the bus is going to be an opportunity for somebody. Either get on the bus, maybe there's a company called the bus, I don't know, but pay attention to the bus. All right, we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the wish card. Even though he's in the reverse, that means your wish is coming true, only to a lesser degree. So, Virgo, get ready, because it looks like you're going to start seeing signs and symbols and synchronicities of exactly what it is you want showing up for you, especially financially. Next, we have the Hangman. Now, the Hangman, sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. Considering the cards around him, the Hangman sometimes talks about procrastination, or sometimes having so many options and so many directions that you can go that you don't take any action because it's overwhelming. You're like, well, I could do this, I could do that, but you just don't know which one to do and when. And sometimes having too many choices is hard to deal with, because that means you have to say no to something, and you don't want to say no to anything. So the best advice I can give you, Virgo, as it relates to your money, if you have more than one option, say yes to whatever is going to bring you the most money, the quickest, and the easiest. Okay, and when I say easy, I don't mean no work, but there's definitely something within your realm that will make you money fast, and it's not going to be something that's so strenuous or laborious that you can't sustain it. Finally, we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card about balance. I do feel like balance is coming into your financial life, Virgo. The other thing about Temperance is that I'm just feeling like there's going to be, like, where something is off, it's going to be corrected. Like it's going to be shifting in some way. So things will be balanced. All right, Virgo. Let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2022. What do we need to know for the sign of Virgo? Nice, Virgo. We got a repeater card here with that Magician. Remember, we talked about resourcefulness. We also talked about creativity. That's the thing about you, Virgo. You're very creative, and you have the opportunity and you have the potential to turn that creativity into a lot of money. Next, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands means that someone is not keeping a promise. Someone had said, oh yes, I would like to work with you. Oh yes, I'd like to hire you. Oh yes, I'd like to buy something from you. But they don't follow through with that, okay? But in a way, that's actually good because that's one less thing you have to deal with, Virgo. But this King of Wands here is telling me very clearly someone does not follow through on what they said they would do, or they are not keeping a promise. Now, the thing is, like I said, that yes, on the surface, that is something negative, but it's going to free you up to make more money in a different way, okay? Next, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is emotional maturity. When I see her in the reverse, sometimes that means that we could kind of let our emotions get the best of us. Be very careful in that you don't make any emotional financial decisions. Now, you may see something where you kind of panic, or you decide, oh my gosh, you know, something's happening, I need to buy, or something's happening, I need to sell, okay? Try your best to look at things logically and don't react to a situation, especially anything that has to do with your money. Finally, we have the World card. This is a beautiful card. This is a card of completing a cycle. The World card also talks about you just really having so many options, and all of them are wonderful. And I think that's a recurring theme for you in February, Virgo. You know, it's like you're going to have so many things coming at you, and they're all going to be good. The other thing about the World card is that it also could mean international travel for some of you. So that could be a possibility. Hopefully travel is a lot easier, because I know we're all dealing with, you know, a certain situation that's making travel difficult right now, but the opportunity to travel may show up for you in the second half of the month, Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2022. All right, Virgo, as we close out the month of February, looks like you're going to have a new relationship is coming in. This Ace of Cups is telling me there's going to be an overflow of love. Now, a lot of times when we're doing a money reading, the Ace of Cups doesn't always mean a relationship, but for some reason, very distinctly, I'm picking up that it is, okay? So the Ace of Cups is a brand new relationship where there's just going to be an overflow of love. Now, this is going to be something that's definitely going to boost your financial life in some way. You're either going to be so full of love that you're just going to be more productive, you're going to attract more clients and more customers, or this person who is, you know, a loving partner for you really inspires you, or really motivates you, or really contributes to your productivity and your wealth in some way. All right, so that's very exciting, because I definitely feel that there's going to be a boost in your money because of this person. Now, it could be someone who literally just gives you money, you know, or it could be, like I said, someone who really inspires you and motivates you to really start that business, or to do whatever it is that you've always wanted to do. We have the Page of Wands. This is a repeater card. Remember, we saw him here. So whatever happened here, I'm feeling like you get some more of whatever it is here, okay? So the Page of Wands in the reverse means, again, more news and information coming in as it relates to your work. Here, remember, we thought it was a yes, but here there's going to be some... I don't want to say a catch, but there's going to be something more to it that you were not anticipating. So pay attention to the details, read your contracts, and read your forms is what I'm getting with that. Next, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. That's a great card to see in the reverse, because that means improved communication. Remember, we had some communication issues towards the beginning of the month. Looks like all of it gets resolved by the time we close out February. Two of Wands, that's looking in the past and really contemplating what the future is going to be. I think, again, Virgo, you are really trying to figure out your long-term plans here. And again, because you are still figuring it all out, you're really looking at what has happened in the past and how that can impact you now. I think that's really normal, you know, especially as it relates to your money. So again, having that long-term vision and really making decisions that will take care of you in the next year, the next 5 years, and the next 10 years. Finally, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands in the reverse. This is you not getting the attention you deserve, Virgo. But here's the thing. Sometimes that works out in our favor. And I say that because it fell on the World card here. But sometimes you just want to be left alone to do what you got to do without worrying about having to get, I don't want to say approval, but without having to get feedback from other people. So you're probably going to do some really brilliant things. And the thing is that you may not get credit for it. But that doesn't mean that the brilliant thing is still not a viable and powerful thing that's going to advance your money. Okay? So, Virgo, I just want you to know that sometimes we don't get recognized for the good we do. And we don't get what I feel is sometimes like, you know, fairly acknowledged. But again, sometimes working in silence is what really puts you that much further ahead. And that's the message I'm getting with this card. So Virgo, February is going to be the month of yes for you. There will be some things that you need to pay attention to throughout the month, but when all is said and done, it looks like it's going to be profitable, and it looks like it's going to be a month filled with opportunity. All right, so we're going to close out your reading with an intuitive life coaching oracle card. Virgo, you got card number 10, which is trust and forgiveness. It is time for you to let down your guard and learn to trust again. Interesting, very interesting, because I do feel like that's kind of the undercurrent here. You know, trusting, and sometimes we have to trust and forgive ourselves the most. All right, Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for joining me. We'll do it all again next month.